What's good, everybody? Here's when I come back at you on another video. So for this video is actually inspired by a phrase that I heard when I attended a recent graduation. And this graduation, the speaker was at the podium, and the speaker was speaking because they were receiving a special accolade or honors at this graduation, and so they were allowed to deliver a speech to the graduating class. And the main idea of the speech was a phrase that this individual was taught as a child by his mother, and this phrase stuck with him and essentially became one of his life mottos, and it's something that he carries with him till this day, and something that he'll carry for the rest of his life. And that phrase is this, right? His mother used to tell him from a young age, be the reason someone smiles today. And I understand, we all know what that means, but the phrase itself, I immediately recognize the wisdom in it because it goes deeper than just the surface level of it. Even though surface level is more than enough, right? But it goes deeper. And the reason for that is because we were each and every person that was put here on earth, everyone that exists. The sole reason why we were put here is to experience outrageous joy. That has been our goal. Now, I understand that there might be things that we want, whether it's, material wealth, whether it's, having a nice home or being able to travel or doing all these things or accomplishing great things, right? We want all these things, and sometimes we get confused thinking that those are the things that we were put here on earth to do, but it's not that. We weren't put here to accomplish anything. We weren't put here to own anything, to own material wealth, to own any of that stuff. We were simply put on this earth to experience outrageous joy. Now, of course, generally speaking, right, your accomplishments and the things that you own can contribute to your joy. But if we're after these things and we're chasing these things and we want these things because we believe that it'll make us happy in obtaining it, right? That it'll deliver us joy in obtaining it. So at the core foundation of it all, it's always stems back to happiness. Doesn't matter if it's the nice car, it doesn't matter if it's the nice home, it doesn't matter if it's riches, it doesn't matter if it's attracting a partner or having a family or living life beyond your wildest dreams and imagination. It all stems back to happiness. That is the main idea. That is the core, the foundation of everything. So everyone, from every moment in their life, from when they were born to now, to however much time they have left, happiness is always what each and every person is after. Happiness is always the goal. And so if you can be the reason why someone smiles today, then you are directly contributing towards them reaching their goal, their ultimate goal, right? Which is to be happy. That's what we're always after. That's what we're chasing. And so being the reason for that, you're doing the absolute best that you can do for someone. And that is having them experience joy. That when you experience joy, that is the greatest feeling that you can feel. So if you help someone do that, if you're the reason why someone can experience that joy, then you've done wonders for them. Because when you're feeling happy, when you're vibrating high, when you're feeling your best, that's when good things unfold for you. You're vibrating on the frequency of good health, of good wealth, of good energy, of good events. All good things, everything that's good is at the same vibrational plane as feeling good, feeling amazing, feeling happy. And so that piece of advice, be the reason why someone smiles today. You're doing probably the best favor that you can ever do for someone else, right? And it doesn't have to cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to smile. It doesn't cost you anything to show up with energy. It doesn't cost you anything to appear and present yourself with the right attitude. It doesn't cost you anything, right? And that can go such a long way. You smiling at someone can completely turn their day around. If they were, if things weren't going well, if things felt as though they were falling apart for that person, that one truly honest, genuine smile, checking up on someone, asking how they're doing, or even smiling, or telling them everything's going to be fine and having the smile behind it, that can really turn someone's day around. And that can end up being such a pivotal moment. Something so small like that can end up being such a pivotal moment in someone else's life. That your smile alone can leave a lasting impression on someone's life, right? Because whether you want to believe this or not, there are people right now that you probably haven't spoken to in a long time, that you probably haven't seen in a long time, that are thinking about you, right? Even some people that you've probably never met, they're thinking about you, right? They could be thinking about the smile you gave them, whether you were taking the bus, public transportation, or the train, and you seen someone and you smile at them. That person could be thinking about your smile right now. Or someone can be just thinking about you and thinking about how you would show up each and every day with the right attitude, right? You may think your life is very minuscule and like you're not really important or valuable in the grand scheme of life, which is crazy to think about because that couldn't be further from the truth. But there's someone right now that when they think about you, they think about how you would show up each and every day with the right attitude, how you were always happy, how you were always smiling, how you checked up on them, how you, during their time when they needed you most, you showed up and you smiled and you told them that everything was going to be fine and you told them exactly what they needed to hear and you helped bring back their joy. When you become the reason someone smiles, then you are helping to make the world go around. You are helping to make the world a better place, moment to moment, day by day, right? So the person that was receiving a reward, the accolade, was a principal that worked at a public school in Brooklyn. And this principal says each and every day that I guess he would go on the intercom and would make the announcement to all the students, and he would, welcome them to the school. And regardless of what the weather looked like outside, he would tell them that it was a beautiful sunny day today. Because he understood that you don't have to let the environment affect how you feel, right? You can detach yourself from that and you can still feel happy regardless of the situation, even if it's raining and pouring cats and dogs or it's been snowing a lot, right? Of course, those days are usually less ideal for people, right? Because the rain could be raining hard or the snow could affect people's commutes and all these things. But like, you can still be grateful and appreciate the day. You can still appreciate how much character the day has given because of the snow or the heavy rain, right? You can still feel as though the day is going to be a great day and an amazing day regardless of the weather, right? You don't have to let that affect you. So that was a life lesson that principal received from his mom at a young age, and that lesson has been instilled with him and he's carried that with him all the time, and that's what allowed him to make the most out of his life and enjoy each and every day and just have fun, right? To just smile more. Because whether you want to believe this to be true or not, it is true, but whether or not you want to believe this to be true, you can decide how you want to feel, right? Moment to moment, right? Regardless of your set of circumstances or your situation, right? You have the ability to decide, choose how you want to feel. You can either choose to feel negative emotions, to be frustrated, to be worried, anxious, or you can choose to be happy and say, you know what? I don't know how these things are going to figure themselves out, the situation that I'm dealing with, but it's okay because I know that it will. Somehow, some way it will. And so you can just leave it at that and smile and go about your day, right? You can do that. You don't have to let your situation or your circumstances affect you, because what you need to understand is you are a creator and you have the power to create the circumstances that you want to experience. You don't have to accept your current set of circumstances as reality or fact and say, well, my circumstances are the way they are, so that's what defines me. No, you're bigger than your circumstances and you can create the life that you want to create. So this video right here, be the reason someone smiles today. I'm hoping that with this video that I've lived up to that phrase and that life advice of being the reason why someone smiles today, because I hope that my video helped put a smile on your face. It helped give you, I hope that I'm able to, the value that was passed along to me, I hope that I've been able to pass on that value to you, and I hope that you can carry that with you, right? That's why I do my videos, And I continue posting on a daily basis because I want to be the reason why someone smiles today. I want to be the reason why someone ends up feeling better, or someone ends up tapping into their true self, their happy self, right? I want to be the reason why I can make a difference in someone's life each and every day, all across the world. And so that's why I did this video for you today, and I'm hoping that you can do the same for someone else. Show up with the right attitude. Smile at people, check in on people, compliment people, right? Just have a good time. Just make yourself comfortable in the space that you're at. And if you come across someone that's negative, that's okay. Still smile at them, because their negativity is just a reflection of where they're at. And oftentimes those folks who are negative may not be aware that they can choose to feel better, or if they're choosing to be negative all the time, then that's okay. You can accept them for who they are and what they are, right? It doesn't have to affect your happiness and your joy, right? You can still choose to be happy in the face of that. And know, if there is someone that's negative, just know that they are few and far between, that is not the norm, right? That is just, that's them being them. And you can still have a smile on your face, and you can still be excited and make a difference in the lives of other people whose lives they want to change or improve, right? So once again, be the reason why someone smiles today. So that rest of the video. Enjoy the video. Do leave a like and subscribe, as we are on the road to the big 1 million subscriber mark. So once again, guys, it's Show Hub, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.